All right.
Hello? Okay.
Here we are. Welcome.
Hi.
Welcome. There's a whiteboard. Okay, you guys. All right. Welcome to the famous episode 1 of our podcast, She's Too Much. My name is Isabella.
And I'm Patty.
If you haven't noticed, our Instagram handles are right behind us. Please feel free to hit a follow. Also, please remember, you guys, to like and subscribe and comment. We want to hear your feedback, all right? So a little bit about moi. Little hint, there's a little, if you guys can't see it, there's our zodiac signs way up there. I'm a Pisces.
And I'm a Scorpio.
We both water signs, bitch. Speaking of like zodiac signs, you know your rising and your...
I have to
Check it real quick. I know mine.
Because remember, I'm not really...
I'm a crazy bitch. I don't give a fuck. I'll say it. So I'm a Pisces sun, Cancer rising, Virgo moon. That's who I am. My Mars is in Scorpio and my Venus is in Aries. So I'm a hot mess is what I am. I'm too much. Check yours.
Okay, so it's my sun is Scorpio, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
My rising is Aries. And my moon is Virgo.
And we've been besties ever since. Honestly, that's kind of how I caught you. Remember one time we were done working out and we just sat there and we talked about it for a hot minute?
Oh, yeah, that we literally pulled up and we started, like, analyzing all of our friends.
Yes, we analyzed everyone. I think it was your brother. And
it was my brother. I know we analyzed Ollie.
Ollie's one of our coworkers. My ex-coworker, her current coworker. Backstory, we used to work at the same place. That's how we met. Friendship. But that's how I knew. I was like, okay, I fuck with this bitch.
No, but that was way after, like, we were actually friends, though.
Yeah, because we had already been going to the gym together.
Yeah,
oh my God.
And then we didn't go to the gym until after you came back from Disney.
From Orlando. Oh my God.
So that's why. So that wasn't like, that was like already deep into it.
I waited before I showed you that I was like obsessed with zodiac signs. I just think they're fun. I think they're a fun conversation starter. I like to figure out if people line up with their signs. And they do. Most of the time, they do. Which is why I love them so much. But yeah, we both have the same moon sign, so I already know. And I love Aries people. She's an Aries rising, so that's why I love them. But a little bit more about us. God, where do I start with us? There's just too much. We've experienced too much.
We have.
Honestly, I want to say, okay, we met at my old job, still her current job. We met at a restaurant. That's how we met. I was hosting at the time. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I mean, do you not want to say the restaurant name?
I don't give a fuck. It was BJ's Brew House. I quit. They didn't fire me. I was the one that left. So yes. I don't give a fuck.
So we met at BJ's.
Yes.
And she became friends with my brother first.
Yes.
And then she became friends with me. But it's funny because you barely talk to my brother now.
I know. The roles switch. I don't even speak to your brother at all. He did hit me up, though, and I do need to hit him up back about the whole, like, school thing.
Oh,
School field trip. Yeah. So I do need to give him the hookup. But other than that, yeah, we completely traded places, bro. Completely.
I mean, but you guys also weren't, like, super tight. I mean, no, actually, you guys did get kind of close.
We used to be tight.
Because of going out and stuff.
I know.
I wasn't 21. And then, I know, because you guys just would love to go to the wharf, and the wharf was really bad with fake IDs.
Oh, my God, the wharf,
So that's why. So, and then it was either the wharf and Blackbird, and both places are strict with fake IDs. So that's why I couldn't go out with you guys. Because if you guys went out anywhere else, I would have been able to go.
Oh, you would have been down. Well, we're from Miami, so that's why. Funny enough is you dropped us off at the club, too. Yeah. She would drop us off at the club. That was crazy, too. Oh, my God.
Like, bye, kids. And
yeah, she would be like, have fun. Don't get too fucked up. We were like, thank you. Like, after the pregame. That was so funny.
I'd be a homie for that because that's a drive.
No, literally, that's some real shit. That's how you know, like, damn, she's a real one for that. Driving us to the club, even though you couldn't get in at the time.
But
So, yes, I was close with her brother at first, and then after that, I met you. But during the time that you were working at the restaurant, we didn't even break like contact with you. Like, we never even saw each other. I didn't even see you.
Yeah, because we didn't really work together much. It was just maybe like once a week, maybe we would work together at first.
Is it because you worked nights? I think it's because you worked nights and I worked mornings.
Yeah, I was trying to do nights because, you know, more money.
Oh, okay. So she's a server, still was hired as a server. I was hired as a host. I was a very bad one. Okay. I was not a good host.
I'm glad that you admit it. You know, we still talk about it to this day. I think it was Jackie.
Hold on. And that's how I know I've done my job. I'm still spoken about. Okay. That's how I know my work is done. Because my name is still brought up in that bitch. Okay.
Okay, but not brought up for good ways.
Hold up. What do you mean not brought up for good ways? Because I'll march my ass back in there and I'll cause a scene.
Not in that way, but like say like we were getting a new host and we were training the new host and they're like, yeah. And then I remember they were like, oh yeah, we had a host that she would be sitting people on the phone with people, which is that not wrong?
Is that all that was said?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're like, she would just literally, and let's be real. How many times did you do that?
But I would. That's the thing. Here's the thing though. This is a great story. All right. Listen, tune in, sit down, I don't care whatever you're doing. Pause your life for a second and listen to my story. My little part-time job when I was working at a restaurant, being a host and takeout. Okay. I was host and takeout and I performed the same in both. Cell phone in hand. Guests would walk in and I literally, dude, I was so unfazed. And listen, I know my faults. And I spoke to the managers about it when I quit. And I even thanked them. I was like, listen, thank you for your patience because I was not good. I was a bad host. So the guests would walk in sometimes and I would be on the phone and then they would be like, hello. And I would be like, hi, I'm sorry, 1 second. And I would literally be on the phone with like my school or
me
trying to make a doctor's appointment, bro. I would be doing anything but my job. But
takeout,
I would sit them.
Takeout was better. Okay, but hosting, you have to actually engage with guests.
Here's the thing though, I already knew the rotation. It was annoying at that point. Every single time I asked, are you a member? They would be like, what? And I was like, all right, you know what? I'm over it. I swear, every single time I was like, are you a member? They would either ask one of two questions. It would either be, what do you mean? Or two, they would be like, they would pull out their fucking BJ's
wholesale. I hate when people do that and they think that they're funny.
Dude,
they're like,
they will pull out their BJ's wholesale. And I'm like, bro, you know what? I'm done. I'm over it. I don't want to keep explaining this. You should have Googled this before you came here or something. I don't fucking know. But I didn't like it. So whatever. They moved me to takeout. But I think I was better because the engagement with the guests was not as much.
Yeah, you would barely have to talk. It's just either
I would take orders.
Place their order, which you would stop being on the phone for.
Barely, Patty. What do you mean?
No, but you would put it on mute. Yeah, like you would be like, okay, and you would put your phone down, like.
Yeah,
there.
I would be on the phone with her sometimes, and I would be like, give me a second. Put her down. I wouldn't even mute her. I would just put her down for a second, and I would answer, and I would be like, thank you for calling BJ's Brew House. How can I help you? Or how can I take your order? And then they would tell me their order. I would put it in super quick. I'll be like, okay, your total is, again, I just caught onto it so quickly that, like, I guess, like, my engagement was, like, done. But I'll be like, okay, thank you. Your total is $75.95. Hang up. Go back on the phone with her. So anyways, and I literally would just keep that ball rolling for the entirety, okay? I don't even remember. I think I was there for, like, 4.5 years. I was there for close to 4.5, 5 years. Because I started, oh my God, I started way back. Like, I started before I was even 21. I was there before the age of 21.
Yeah, I think you've been there for 3.5 years, if I'm not mistaken. Well, you were there for 3.5 years. Because already it's been a fat minute. Remember, it's about to be a year since you haven't worked there.
It's about to be a year. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, it's about to be a year. But, like, honestly, I gotta give it to them, man, because they put up with my shit. They put up with my shit for so long. And again, I just did not care. I was over it. I was done. I did not care. I would walk around like not giving a fuck. I would literally like, dude, I don't even know how I got away with, not that I was doing anything bad. It was just my customer interaction and morale that was low, okay? Because I did not care. Dude, it was so bad. Even running food sometimes. I think it was Jonathan, not the one with the other one.
Okay.
I think he
The
would
older
call me,
one.
yeah, he would call me out all the time on how I would run food. Damn, I forgot, but I would kind of just walk like Singana. Like I would just be like whatever, and I would just like walk to the table. It was so bad. My customer service was like on the down, like low performance.
I think I would even like bitch at you. I'd be like, Isa, come on. Like even when you would be hosting and you're
Yeah.
sitting and people would go up, like
Yeah.
come in, I'd be like, get up, and you'd be like, give me a second.
Towards the end, everyone was trying to like chip in and be like, Isa, do better. But honestly, like after being there for so long, I kind of just lost like I lost the want and the need to be there. Like I really did. I was like, dude, like I'm past this now. Like I need to like advance in my life, and this is just past me. Like I don't want to do this anymore. And I spoke about it when I was quitting. I was like, listen, I told the managers, I was like, no, this is no hatred towards you guys. I'm just done. Like I've like clocked out. I'm over it. Like I know how this place runs. I know how you guys run. I'm cool. Peace out. Like that's how I left it. And they were like very understanding too. Even like the manager, I'm gonna say it. Can I say his name?
I would say no, just
Yeah,
in case.
I'm not
I
gonna
still
say
work
it.
there.
But one of the managers was like really understanding, and he was like, "No, I know, like you've really grown." It broke my heart, dude.
Oh,
Low
I
key,
feel
it
like I
did.
already know who you're talking about.
I don't think so. No. Hmm.
Oh, okay.
So, um, he was really and it broke my heart too, because he was like, "Oh, like you've like grown up with us, and we've seen you grow up, and we've seen you do a lot in your life." Like, oh my god, it was heartbreaking. Even when I left to live in Orlando for 6 months, I promised them, I was like, "Listen, I'm coming back," and I came back. So it's not that I like hated. Well, it's not that I hated my managers. I just really I was mentally done being there. I didn't find any more like want. I was literally in there for a paycheck, and I was there to go. So that's why I didn't really care. But I left with truly like no bad blood with my managers or you and a few employees. There's a couple employees
But even then,
that
there's
I
just
still
one.
got beef with.
There's just one.
There's two.
Who's the other?
Okay.
Oh.
That one. There's two that I
Okay,
got
but edit
beef.
that out.
All right, I'll cut it out. But there's two that I got beef with that honestly, like, yo, there's no fix. There's no, there ain't nothing fixing that shit. But honestly, the girl that I'm gonna say her Jackie, and if not, I'll cut it out. But she was the only one that honestly like was kind of like, girl, I know you don't care. It's fine. Like she didn't try to help me, and I was like, I appreciate that, bro. Like, thank you. I'm here to do my shit and go. But that was my restaurant for the longest. That was the longest job I ever had, honestly. But it was such a great time. Like I made like for example, like I met you and we've still continued our friendship even after that. Even with like a few other people, Thomas, for example. I don't speak with Ollie anymore, but I don't have like bad blood with that boy, even though he be dramatic as fuck sometimes. But yeah, that was my little journey at BJ's and how I met you. And it was quite a ride. We have stories, bro. Yo, we have stories on that restaurant. Someone almost died. Someone almost died.
I mean, I feel like people almost died multiple times.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I feel like always something's happening. Like when the person was like smoking a cigarette. Or are you talking about when like a
No.
guest almost died?
Guest.
Okay, this is gonna be really fucked up, but like for real, that family did not love that old lady because she was choking. Like it's not. I'm not being
Yeah.
exaggerating. Like she was purple. She was choking, about to die.
Dying.
And like their server, which I mean, no, it wasn't their server, but a server was he was a nurse also, and he's like trying to help and like doing everything and asking them questions, and they're like still eating, and they're like
Yeah.
Like, if the lady's not dying, and that was crazy.
That shit was great, bro. She was literally like, and that server literally went in like sin pena, just grabbed that piece of carne and just yanked it out and like, bro.
Okay, and
it was gross.
And that piece of steak was on the floor for the rest of the night. No one picked it up.
That's bad juju, bro. Like, that's bad luck. I'm not gonna touch that shit. I don't want to die.
For me, my favorite crazy thing that's happened at is this just turning into a BJ's talk?
I have no idea, but there's just so many things that happen, bro. This is what, okay, hold on. All of this is what brought us together, okay? This is the beauty, I feel like, and this is what I miss low-key about working in a restaurant, is y'all are in the fucking weeds together, y'all are dying together, and then once everything calms down, you're like, wow, bro, we did that. And you're like, it's a bonding moment. You honestly, see each other at your worst times, or like whenever you're pissed, and you just understand like, okay, man, I get it. And honestly, like, at least for me, working in that restaurant or like a fast-paced environment, it did help me like know how to like move on my feet when I have to and not kind of like slow down or be like head in the clouds, because that's me like 90% of the time. It is though. So for me, at least working there, it kind of taught me to like move quick on my feet and not like hesitate with things. So that's what I can appreciate about working there. But those fucking stories. Bro, were you there when there was a lady one time, she sued. This is when she sued BJ's, that she slipped and fell. You know those wet ass.
Okay, but you know that's happened like 3 times.
Yeah, there's people who have tried to sue multiple times, bro. And
because for some reason those floors are actually so slippery. Like, even with my non-slips, I slip.
They're just oily, bro. Like, they're just oily.
The thing is, it's not oil. Like, it's literally the type of floor that's just so bad, and it's like not for a restaurant.
It's nasty, bro. It's nasty.
Especially it's like in the bathroom and on the ramp. Like, those are the 2 spots where it's like the slippery, which is the worst place for floor to be slippery.
And that girl ate it, bro. Ate it. Like, straight back to floor. Lungs were out, dude.
No, my favorite, like, to this day story is, I don't know if you were here that day, but there's 2 crackheads, like literal crackheads, like probably homeless, sat at the bar.
We got a lot of homeless people in there, bro.
We do. We have one that we call him Super Wheels.
Oh my God, I know who you're talking about.
Because, okay, but you know he walks now. Okay, so there was this homeless guy that would always come into BJ's.
I bet you anything.
In a wheelchair.
Westchester and Doral have to know about him because he goes like, that's his area. Like, that's his domain.
Yeah, so we used to call him, what is it, Super Wheels or Happy Wheels? Super Wheels. Because he was homeless and he was in a wheelchair. But turns out he can walk. Like, people have started to see him walk now.
Yeah, bro, that guy's crazy. Weird. And he always has like a Trump flag hanging off of his wheelchair. He's playing music and he's always like trying to like speak on some political shit. I knew that man since high school. That's how like much I've seen him. Like me and my high school friends, we used to walk out of high school and we used to see that boy back and forth and he used to be like, go Trump. Like, dude, that man was serious. Like, it was crazy. And oh my God, it was so funny.
So it was 2 crackheads, right? They sat at the bar. They ordered nachos and something. They weren't even eating the nachos. They were eating and smearing it all over their face.
What the hell? Why'd you sit them? Why would they sit?
No, like, they sat themselves at the bar. Remember, bar is self-seating.
Okay, but the bartenders, especially the bartenders.
Okay, no, because at first they were normal. Like, they just ordered their food like normal.
Oh, hell no.
They got their nachos and they started smearing it all over their face. Like,
bro,
they weren't eating it. They were smearing it. And then, so whatever, we go and get a manager. And then the lady literally just pulls out a cigarette and starts smoking it inside, like, at the bar. And she's
awkward.
And we go. I remember we went to our manager, the one that we all loved, that he doesn't.
Oh, my God. You know what? I got beef with 3. Keep a scoreboard. Keep a score. I got beef with 3 people over there.
So he was our manager.
Oh, hell no.
And we went up to him, and bro, I'm not kidding. This man had a chicken tender in his hand. We're telling him, like, hey, like, the situation that's happening. He grabs the chicken tender, takes a bite out of it, looks at us, literally turned around and walked into the office and did nothing. And we're like,
wait a minute, the manager did that?
Yes.
Oh my God. I love that.
So then you've never heard this story?
I love that.
So then,
well, I mean, I don't know. Depends how long ago it was, because I haven't been there.
No. This was like a long time. This was like my brother working there long ago.
Then maybe. I remember this one homeless lady. I remember a homeless lady sitting down, but not that couple that you mentioned.
But yeah, so then they start smoking a cigarette. And then so my brother goes up to her because my brother was working there at the time. And my brother's like, excuse me, ma'am, like you can't smoke here. And she goes, oh, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, okay. And then she gets up and like my brother thinks that she's going to walk outside because, you know, she's smoking a cigarette. And she starts like walking if she's going to the bathroom and then just kind of bolts and they just start running out and like running out on their check. And it was like a $70-$80 bill.
That's crazy, dude.
And then her manager starts running after them.
Oh,
and like
I wish I could have seen that.
Yeah,
to see that man run.
And then the other manager, like after, had to run after our manager and be like, "You're not allowed to do that. Like, what happens if they got a knife and want to stab you? Like, are you stupid?"
Well, like that hasn't happened before.
Who got stabbed?
Oh my God. Well, that was before you started working there, but one of our previous managers did get like attacked in the kitchen, like full on. And I remember this was way back, like when we used to, because you were still there, like during that phase, that era, if you will, when we used to hang out after. Remember, like when we would close and sometimes we would go to patio and we would hang out and like someone would just buy a 6-pack and we would all like chill outside. So that we were doing just that and we were all chilling, we were all talking, and we just started hearing like a bunch of commotion, bro. And I remember I had to go get my bag from inside at takeout. I was like, give me a second, I'll be right back. I go get my stuff. There's still guests sitting at the bar. We were like about to close in like 10 minutes. And we're sitting there and they're sitting there and I grab my bag and I'm leaving and I just see 2 people from the kitchen fall into takeout, like fighting. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Dude, there was a physical fight. There was one time where one of the line cooks ended up attacking our manager. He doesn't work at that location anymore, but full on like with a knife and just like blah, like went at him, bro.
And then like if you think about it, like it's not just also like it's just restaurants in general, because then I remember it was a little bit before I started working there that Thomas had texted me because he ended up getting into it, and it was 2 guests started fighting, like fist fighting, and they were best friends. I was there for that one. And then like Thomas had to like like basically like jump on one of the guys' backs. And
hold on.
Who's the manager that you guys loved?
Hold on. This is the manager that I'm speaking of.
The one that you loved?
Yes. Okay, the one that I'm like in love with.
So he got in the middle of the fight. It was like 2 best friends.
And he ended up getting hit, bro.
Yeah, so Thomas told me he got in and then he was like, okay, never mind.
Yes, because like we had 2 guests get into like a physical at fucking BJ's, bro. And these 2 guests started fighting and sorry, we got a fan. We got a little fan. He was like, hey, yo. I was like, yo, follow. He was like, I got you. Okay, that was so fucking dope. But yeah, dude, that was crazy. But that whole physical altercation, that happened. It was 2 guests. They started fighting. Literally, both of them were drunk, and it was literally about them being drunk. That's how it started.
So what I was told from a few people, like Thomas and some other people, is it was 2 best friends. And one of them, I think, wanted to pay for the other one. Or, like, they made a joke about, like, paying. So one basically called the other broke. And then that's why they started fighting.
Yeah. And then they started making comments about, watch that we do that. Bitch. No, I'm kidding. But, like, it's true. They started fighting over that shit. And next thing you know, the manager tried getting involved. And that manager got decked in the face. That shit was crazy, bro. I'm telling you, we have stories. But honestly, all of that brought us
together.
Okay? But yeah, dude, what a journey on that freaking restaurant. And honestly, like I said, in the chaos, there came some beautiful things where we got a friendship out of it.
At least we got something out of it.
At least we got something, bro. There was, oh my God, the amount of homeless, drunk fights with guests and coworkers.
And it's also like, I don't know. I think it's just like the experience of the people that you meet when you're working there. It's crazy because like
so many people.
We've had some crazy people. Cause so
oh my God, we're not gonna say. You remember?
Wait, we're not gonna say any. Oh yeah, you know that's what I was thinking of.
We were,
but okay. So, but I was gonna get into that first, but we're not gonna say any names.
No.
But our job also has this thing called a prison program, where they hired.
Are we really gonna expose BJ's like that?
I mean, a lot of restaurants have it. Like, it's
I
not
know,
just
but like, low key though, so many people, like I've had guests come up to me like, this is amazing, thank the chef, and I'm like, I got you, bro.
I'd be like, he's in jail right now.
He's talking with the cops, like.
No, like they all had like their stuff. So I mean, don't get me wrong, like these were all such amazing guys. Like honestly, there hasn't been one guy from the pro. Actually, there's only been one.
There's one guy in particular that caused a little bit of a stir up.
Are you talking about? But
yeah,
we had but also put this. We had personal issues with him, but if you set that aside, he's a good person.
All of that set aside, the guy was a good guy.
That's why, taking away our personal. So honestly, all the people from the prison program, almost all of them still work there, and they're generally such like cool guys. But then that just shows the type of people that we did have working, and then we had even like crazier people.
Yeah, and even the ones that did leave, like from the ended up like getting out of prison and leaving BJ's, they still come back to say hi, which is like, again, which shows you like you.
Except one still went to jail. That guy scared me. I swear, I think he killed someone. Like a cat.
We've had people from the prison program where the cops like called and they're like, yo, we need to know if that guy's there. And I remember one time I was like, nah, dude, I got nobody by that name. And they were like, get the manager. I'm like, oh my God, he's on the run. Like, that was great.
Yeah, because they would bite from their program. Because like, it was kind of like, I forget what it's called, but it's kind of like it's a step program where like, you're kind of in the middle of getting out of jail. So that's what it was. I forgot there's a name for it. But so they had like a grounds that they lived in, so they would have to bike. So they also had their own transportation stuff, which was cool.
But man,
but even the non-prison, like the guy that we were talking about, he scared me. I didn't like work. You know, they kind of thought about bringing him back.
What?
Yeah, because
That's
of
weird.
like reviews and stuff. Because he would get reviews.
And there was one server. I
already know who you're talking about.
No, she knows exactly who I'm talking about.
The one that you had the fattest crush on?
Oh my God, that man was the love of my life. But he also was in prison.
But he wasn't part of the prison program.
No, he wasn't part. When he was hired at BJ's, he was already out of jail. But loved him, mate. Absolutely.
But he also had like a wife or girlfriend.
A beautiful bloke. No, he got a girlfriend when he was about to leave BJ's. Actually, no, just kidding. He had a girlfriend for a minute. But
no,
he would always...
I think it became his wife after.
After he left BJ's, it became his wife, yes. And then he had a girlfriend during the time. But...
You're like, big deal.
Yeah, had a girlfriend. No, I'm kidding. I respect... Honestly, though, like, he was one of the coolest guys I've ever met. Like, he was so dope. But, oh my God, I tell you, I had a crush on that man. Oh my God, I didn't care if he went to jail. I was like, you changed. It's okay. Red flag. But he was just like, scrumdiddlyumptious. Love that man. You know exactly. I don't even.
I know. Like, just when your face lit up, I was like, I know exactly who you're talking about.
I know. Because there's no one else that I've had a crush on at that place. No.
I'm trying to think.
There's no one else.
Kind of. But not really.
Wait.
Actually, no, you've had a few. What are you saying?
Who else?
Okay, one of the people that you hate now.
Oh my God. I had a crush on him for 2 weeks. And then he came.
No, you had the whole time that he was gone.
Oh, no. Hold on. Okay, yes. That time we were flirting back and forth. But that motherfucker was crazy, bro.
Okay, but you still were like, I would get you would still like.
Oh yeah. Well, he was giving me the attention.
You and then other one, he was bi.
Wait, which one? He was bisexual?
Yeah.
Which one?
Brother.
Think
keyword is brother and bi.
Brother bisexual. The only one.
Jim.
Brother bisexual. Jim.
He was younger, short.
Brother bisexual. Jim. Oh my God.
Yo, how many? Okay, you see, now you have to cut that off. I gave too many hints.
Oh my God. Okay. She gave me clues. I got the clues. I know exactly who you're talking about.
You had a crush on him.
Because man, he just had this look on his face, and again, I can't help it. It's a certain look that if these guys got him, I'm like, all right, yeah, I would. And he also low key said a few things to me where I was like, honestly, never, like, I had a crush on him solely like for solely as like a lustful crush, where I was like, honestly, I'm just curious to see what it would be like.
You weren't like, wow, like in love with him.
No.
It was.
That was a little.
But that's why you can't say you've only had one crush.
Let's use the word infatuation. I had an infatuation.
No, infatuation is more intense than a crush. A crush is like a hee like a schoolgirl crush.
No, I was infatuated with him. The only reason why I was like into him is solely for the reason as the curiosity of like, I wonder. I wonder what it would be like. That's it. But like to get into a relation, nah, bro. I'm good. The only one that I wanted a relationship with was the number one man that I mentioned.
No.
Who else, Patty?
You wanted the second, the guy that I first mentioned. You wanted
the second one? I can't believe I said I wanted a. Damn, I'm Delulu. I am so Delulu, bro.
Did you just notice?
Damn, bro. I can't believe I said that. I was down bad.
You were.
I was down bad if I said I wanted a relationship with that man.
And then that's in your stage where you said you didn't want a relationship. So that's how I knew you really did. Because I'm like, if this is the kind of guy that you'd be like, oh, if he asked me yes, then I was like, yeah, this girl definitely needs to be in a relationship.
Nah, bro. I was down bad. That man was not it. Is not it currently. But yeah, the only one that I would, is the first one. But he's married, and God bless them. Love them together. He had a crush on her since like high school. He told me, he's like, I've had a crush on that girl forever. I'm like, you know what? I prefer to see you happy. Go. Go be with her.
But no, our BJ's adventures were great.
Our BJ's adventures. Pause. Oh my God. If this was an audio podcast, people would be so confused just to hear that line. Our BJ's adventures were wild. They were.
Wait, why'd you say pause? Because you could have kept that. That's funny.
No, I said pause for the joke.
Oh, I thought you said pause like the podcast.
Nah, bruh. I'm saying pause because that shit pause. Yeah. Overall, we have had some crazy... We've had some crazy times.
At our old workplace.
At our old...
Oh, no, my current.
Old and current workplace, okay? And that is what brought us together. And hopefully you guys get to see more of who we are beyond just the experiences that we've seen with our BJs. But
you're so stupid. Take a shot for every time we said BJs. God. We should add that like in the beginning.
Right?
You should take a snippet of saying take a shot of how many times you said BJs.
No,
and use that as like the teaser. As like you get what I mean?
Yeah. I'll think about it. I don't even know how I'm gonna wrap this shit up or end it.
That's what I was trying to do with the whole BJ's adventure. That's how I was trying to wrap it up.
With our...
Yeah, I was like, oh,
honestly,
so we had
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not comprehending anything but the word BJ's. That's it. Like, that's all I'm getting.
So that's why I was trying to wrap it up by saying...
BJ's.
Anyway, I was trying to wrap it up by saying, wow, we had so many good, like, adventures.
BJ's.
I'm trying to not say the word. Anyway, I was trying to say we had a lot of nice adventures, and then be like, yeah, we did. And then be like, okay, so that's it for today. That was my point.
I'm sorry, dude. I got sidetracked. BJ. Okay.
Stop. Okay.
But this wraps up our first episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed of all our BJ adventures. But please make sure to like and subscribe. Do not forget to follow our Instagrams. We will be posting updates and we'll let you know whenever a new episode drops. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, my name is Isabella.
And I'm Patty.
And this is She's Too Much.
See y'all next week.
Biatch.